Everybody, before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's transpiring in the markets. As you know, we're on a thinly traded weekend as it's Saturday morning here, and XRP currently sits at the 0.4912 level. We're going to take a look on the technical analysis, the urgency of XRP making it back over the 494 and ultimately pushing that 508 level and holding. Otherwise, if we don't break these levels, I would like to see XRP make some kind of rally on the thinly traded weekend if in fact we can invalidate this move down. But if we continue to be rejected by the 494, and then ultimately we must pay attention. Be aware if you're an XRP holder or part of the XRP community or considering buying, if XRP loses the 477 support and validates it by rejection, the technical target is still an 8% drop to 44 cents, which is also the inverted head and shoulders neckline and the bottom of the broadening wedge. So that's something we have to pay very close attention to with XRP. But until it breaks down, this still looks like it's on a wider macro inverted head and shoulders. So yes, in the immediate short term, it looks like a right arm on a head and shoulders, but the wider pattern is actually an inverted head and shoulders. So until we break the inverted head and shoulders neckline, I'm still looking at it as that type of a pattern, as the inverted head and shoulders, and the technical target on a play up would be to the double top at 585, and then ultimately if we were to break out and break the broadening wedge resistance and double top, ironically in the same spot, that would give us a technical target of 65 cents. So until we break that neckline and invalidate this movement, we still could push up to 65 cents. It's just, it looks very bearish right now because we're on the bottom side of these moving averages. So I'm going to show you what needs to happen for us to continue this rally, but I'm also going to show you the other side of things, what can happen if we do break down and how quickly things can oscillate. And then the other thing I want to show you is the XLM chart. Is XLM is still breaking out of the falling channel. We had a back test at around 8.8 last night, 8.9 area. Now we're back up over 9.1, so I'm going to show you exactly what that means. Make sure you hit that like button, as it's our opportunity this morning to choose positivity over negativity. If we choose the positive mindset and the winner's mindset, remember we're all winners here. If we make winning plays in the most stressful of situations, imagine how much easier it's going to be able to do it when things are in the most ideal circumstances. If we have that winner's mindset, that means we make plays when other people might be looking away, and we have set plans and we don't stray from them. We allow the charts to build our perception of the XRP price action and crypto as a whole. We don't base it on our own emotion. That's the number one rule. And no matter the size of your wallet, I believe everybody deserves the information, no matter if you're a millionaire or, as I like to call it, not a very off air, so to say. So if we have the information, we can make an educated and informed decision. Good morning, 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, June 24th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP has fallen under pressure on this thinly traded weekend. Now, I get the question a lot, what does XRP need to do to break out? Well, in the 4-hour time frame, we need to get above the 494 and stop being rejected here. If we look at the 2-hourly, we've slowed down a little bit here, but we still have not gotten any proper support. We need to break back over the 494, and if XRP can't do that, it's going to end up trending itself back down towards the 477 support down here, which is a major trend line or a major support area. And if we break that, we come back down to the broadening wedge as we talked about in the opening. And I understand some of you might not have made it past the opening because I gave all the information, but sometimes I feel the need to articulate my point after I speak of it, without a chart behind me. So now I can articulate what I was talking about. So if that's not a reason to stick around, I don't know what is. So this 494 area, we're being rejected upon it right now. If we can hold it on this thinly traded weekend right now, I would say you're underneath support, your immediate short term. So anybody longing the market here, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't have a stop loss at the 4.8 level. That's a double bottom that's formed. And then ultimately, you should not have one that's lower than the 477. If you have a 477 support, you could do the overextension down at 472. But to me, if you're playing this risk, and I'm not advising you to leverage trade, as I actually believe that you shouldn't leverage trade. But if you are, I'm just warning you, that 4843 double bottom, throw a stop loss at 4835 or something, just in case we power through there very quickly this weekend. And then at least you have it safe, because we could pop up as well. And I know some people who are shorting, some people that are longing. This is just a liquidity style setup, because a lot of people are going to expect this just to tank. It should tank. It very well should come down here. But we've got this formation structure, and it's like, if we look at this from the grand scale, it still makes me uncomfortable. Still makes me uncomfortable. And nobody's acknowledging it, but it makes me personally uncomfortable. The setup. Because if we want it to break down, why did it come up to the top resistance after breaking out of this formation? And why did it come up to resistance all the way down to support to make a double bottom, which was the inverted head, on that breakout point, just to come up to make an inverted right shoulder? Like, to me, unless this pattern truly breaks down, we are still on an inverted head and shoulders pattern. And until it breaks down, we have to at least acknowledge the fact that this could bring us all the way up to 65 or greater. But the technical target of a move up and break out of this inverted head and shoulders is still 65 cents. Then if you get on top of 65 cents, you could possibly get up to 80 or 85. The problem is we're in the broadening wedge. And until we decide which way we're going in the broadening wedge, which it's technically a neutral continuation pattern or reversal pattern, it's a neutral pattern, but it said if you come in on a pump, it reverses back down. So my whole thing is, we went to the top of the broadening wedge, reverse back down. That's the news of the Hinman docs. One of these drops right here was the news of the $2 billion sell-off of the trading firm. They sold out their entire liquidity and gave their money, their user funds back. This was the Hinman documents release. So you had a FUD event. Now you had real consolidation. So if we had a reversal up here, so it's a reversal pattern, as we say. If it's neutral, but it says it can be reversal or continuation. So reversal down, right? Now if it's a continuation, this is still a bullish pattern. We can continue back up to the top of the wedge. That's why I keep watching this. Right now, though, if we look at the daily, what did I talk about before? We have the chance, if we have a few bad daily candles, and this is where it's really going to start. If we break down here, that 20-day could cross the 50, and that would be a bearish cross in the daily. That is the starting to cross into some major time frames, and that could be a big problem. So this morning, we're looking for a, at all costs hold, if you're looking for this to push up, at the 484 level. That's the current pattern double bottom. If it breaks that, this could be a quick swift drop to 477 and then ultimately 44 cents. If we can hold it, our next move up would be the 494 to hold, then 50 cents, and ultimately over that psychological level, and then back over the 508 to try to reverse this pattern formation. In order for me to be any kind of confident, we need to get up to 537 and hold, and then also re-break the 558 so that we can get back to the pattern double top and also the top of the broadening wedge at 585. That's where I'm looking at for XRP. And then very quickly on XLM. XLM is still out breaking out of this descending triangle, well, the falling channel, but we also had a descending or ascending triangle pattern. So the falling channel we're breaking out of, and we had a golden cross in the 4 hourly. I don't know why it's in the 3, but in the 4 hourly we had a golden cross. Now we looked for support. We came back down in the 200-day, broke back out. That's a bullish consolidation right there. Now we broke out of the cup and handle, and now we need to get up and on top of 927. But right now, as long as we hold the 8804 level, we're on top of this falling channel. If this continues pulling up, because we already had a consolidation, one here, you might get one more consolidation at 885. It's hard to tell. But if it pushes up, the technical target is all the way up at 10.7. If we can break out of this and confirm this breakout, so pay very close attention to XLM. Very close attention, because it is truly trying to break out. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to show appreciation for my work or just appreciate my consistency, join Tom's Army. It's in the video description below and or pinned comments. There's a mission statement of why you are such an integral part to what I do. Also, if you need to trade XRP, your favorite crypto, I've got UPHOLD, BITGET, and or MEXI and or BITGET. If you're able to use it, no spot fees on the buy and sell. Future straight up to 250x. Long you're shorting the market, which I don't encourage. And then UPHOLD's our last stand in the USA. You can use them without any kind of restriction. So make sure you're taking that positive approach. You have that winner's mindset, and we're going to make the winning plays today. Hashtag be better, do better.